It's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. I'm not just going to sit here and eat this cookie. I'm going to talk about obstacles. What obstacles have you had to overcome in your life or in your business? I was thinking about this earlier, and I was challenged to go live every day this month. So this is day 4. But when we think about obstacles, I was thinking about the one I hear the most from people is, I hate the sound of my voice. Well, that's a roadblock, right? That's, you can crash through that. That's a temporary obstacle. That's not a permanent roadblock thing. That's something you can learn. And all obstacles really are things that we can either go over, go through, or go around, or learn how to live with. So my biggest one has probably been being diagnosed for real diagnosis from 2 different sources with ADHD at age 61. And that was about 5 years ago. I don't know if you have this or if you know anyone with ADHD. It doesn't necessarily mean that your body is hyperactive, but it means that your brain pretty much never stops. And also, you struggle with finishing tasks. I remember years ago, my husband came to me and said, just pick something, just pick one thing. Because what had he watched? He had watched me start thing after thing after thing after thing, knowing that I have a calling, that I'm supposed to help people, but not being able to figure out how to put the pieces together to get it done. So when I got this diagnosis, I was actually deep in a very serious brain fog. It was during the pandemic. I went into a complete crash. Like, I actually had an EEG on my brain. And, thank you, you gotta go. But you know what? Come back and watch the replay, because I'm gonna dive into some brain fog issues and some ways that I conquered through this roadblock. So the whole family moved in during the pandemic, right? We literally went from 2 empty nesters to 7 people in this house. 4 of them stayed for 2 years. My daughter did go home after about 5 months. But, we got into this rhythm of living, and it was stressful, but I wouldn't trade it, because we had so many great connections that were made at that time. But I went into this time of confusion, just absolute confusion. I was deep in brain fog. Now I know some of the reasons why. Some of them were hormonal, probably stress. But as part of my treatment, I went to a neurofeedback brain training company, and they did what's called a QEEG of my brain, a quantitative EEG. And I can share this with you later, but there was no activity in my prefrontal cortex. It was the craziest thing I had ever seen. It was literally a dark spot of no blood flow right there. And that was scary. That was scary. My family thought I had early onset Alzheimer's at 61 years old. Well, so I'm going through this treatment, and I get the EEG, and I start doing other types of testing. And I also got diagnosed with inattentive ADHD. So there's this period of mourning that you go through when you learn that about yourself. All the things that you never finished, all the things that you could have done but never did, all the things that you wanted to do but you lost interest in, all the new things you started that you were so excited about, but then you just let them die. There's a lot of that goes on. But what I've learned since learning how to deal with this is that I can finish things, that I can launch things, that I can have a business here online. But it really took me getting down to, this is what we have to do. Like, I need to take care of this. For one thing, it is get some accountability coaching. So I'm in a mastermind now where we check in every week. We check in throughout the week. We find out, where can I help you? Who has ideas for this? And I've only been in it a couple of months and I'm already seeing that it's a huge thing for me. So having community is super important. I learned specific exercises to do. I play pickleball now, which is very good for your brain. It makes connections. It makes you quicker. I'm learning still that there are ways to eat to balance hormones. There are different things that you can do. Now, a lot of this was done under doctor's supervision. Some of it was just trial and error. But the reason I'm sharing this with you is that I think we all have roadblocks. We all have them. We all have hiccups. We all have obstacles that we have to overcome. And the one that I hear most often from women especially is, I don't like the sound of my voice. I know I'm supposed to do this thing, but I don't like the sound of my voice. And what I want to say to you is that's an easy obstacle to overcome. It really is. It's one of those things that will help you in every situation if you take care of your voice. Now, there might be something about your voice that bothers people, but 95% of the time, what I find in my clients is that your voice is just fine. It's just a situation where you need to fix a couple of things and you need to get confident in your speaking ability. So what I want to leave you with is eat a chocolate chip cookie today because it's chocolate chip cookie day. And then step into your calling. Step into your purpose. And if you need a community to do that, I've had that in the past, and I'm considering reopening my community because it was such a great place for people to practice and to bounce things off of each other. So that is something that I'm considering. But if you have an obstacle, I would love to know what it is. Like, what is that obstacle that is really feeling like you're stuck? What's keeping you stuck? For me, it was decades of spinning in place because of my ADHD. And once I got diagnosed, I was able to connect the dots and figure out how to overcome that. So what is it for you? Let me know in the comments and let's talk about it. And I'm glad you were here. Join me next time. This is day 4. We're going live every day for a different topic. And the more people that join and chat with me, the more we will be able to talk about all of these things. But for now, if you're watching the replay, follow along and let's get some things taken care of this month. Okay? I'll talk to you tomorrow.